Hey kids, it's maths for Thursday and it's data. Our learning intentions today are that we are learning to create closed control questions of interest for gathering data, and we are learning to identify different parts of a graph for representing data. Your success criteria, the way you can get 2 thumbs up from your teachers, is to say I can create closed questions of interest for gathering data, and I can identify the different parts of a simple graph. Let's revise data. What's it about? And what can you remember from last week? Data is a collection of information. We can collect data by asking questions, counting or measuring, or observing what goes on around us. And we can present data that we collect in different ways, such as a tally or a graph, which is what we did last week. Today's learning. Number 1, features of a graph. Today we're going to find out about the features of a graph. Let's watch this clip. Look for the features of a graph that it details in the clip.
Hey everyone! Today we are going to learn about picture graphs. Let's go on over and take a look. We are going to build a picture graph and use it to answer questions about the data we collect. Using a picture graph will help us visualize the data we have. Here are a bunch of colored pencils from my class at school. We need to answer some questions about these pencils. But first, we need to organize them into a picture graph. Let's organize these pencils by color. We have quite a few pencils here of different colors. Let's count the blue first. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 blue pencils. Now let's count the red pencils. We have 1, 2, 3 red pencils. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green pencils. Last, we have the pink pencils to count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 pink pencils. Great! Now we have our data to put into the picture graph. To start our graph, we need a title for the picture graph. Since our data is dealing with the colors of the pencils, should we call it pencil colors? Yeah, that sounds great to me. Here on the left, we will list the different colors of pencils that we have. Up on the top, we have blue, then red, then green, and on the bottom, we have pink. We can label this side colors, so we know that this side of the graph shows us the colors of the pencils we have. This graph is starting to look really good. Now, to show the number of colored pencils we have, we are going to use these pictures of pencils. Each one of these pictures will represent one pencil. When using a picture graph, we need to use a key. The key tells us what the symbol or picture means. One of these pictures represents one colored pencil. All right, now we can put the data on our graph. Let's start with the blue colored pencil. How many blue pencils do we have? We have 4. Great job! So I will use 4 pictures to represent the 4 blue colored pencils we have. How many red colored pencils do we have? We have 3 red pencils, so let's put down 3 pictures to represent the 3 red pencils. How many green pencils do we have? We have 5 green pencils. Let's put down 5 pictures for the green pencils. Great job! We have 1 more left to put on the graph. How many pink pencils do we have? We have 4 pink pencils, so let's put 4 pictures to represent all 4 pink pencils. This is awesome, guys. We now have a picture graph that shows how many colored pencils we have and how many of each color. This graph gives us lots of information. Now we can answer some questions. Are there more blue pencils than green? If we look at the picture graph, we can see that the answer is no. There are more green pencils than blue. We can tell that by seeing more green pictures than blue. Now, can you tell me which color has the least amount of pencils? Red has just 3 pencils, and we can see there are 3 by the pictures on the graph. Last question. How many pink and red pencils are there together? There are 7. When you add the 4 pink pencils to the 3 red pencils, we get 7. Great job, guys! Keep practicing your picture graphs, and you will get to see the big picture. See you later! Thank you for watching. Please share the video and subscribe.
There are 3 main features of a simple graph. This graph's from the clip that we've just watched. The 3 things are categories, number 1, and they're down the side of the graph on this graph. You can also have them down the bottom of the graph. They're blue, red, green, and pink for the colours of the pencils. You see there's also the word colours there. At the top of the graph, there's a title. You need to tell the people that are reading your graph what it's about. This graph is about pencil colours, so that's why the title's there. And there's a third feature. Can you see the pictures of the pencils? And down the bottom of the graph, it says one picture equals 1 pencil. And you need to use the same number of items or pictures in the graph in each category. Today's learning number 2, creating closed questions. What are they? What makes a good question? How do they help you collect data? Why are they important? Let's find out. Let's learn about closed questions. When asking a question to collect information, your question will have a topic such as pets, ice cream flavours, yum, toys, hair colour, or favourite fruits, or any other question that you can think of. To collect information that you can use, you often need, and it's really good to have, just a few different choices or variables that the people you ask can choose from. This is so you don't have a large amount of answers, because this will affect your data and be hard to collect as well. Or it should have a few variables and not just be able to be answered with a yes or no. Imagine making a graph with 14 different favourite fruits. Let's go deeper and find some more out. Let's check these questions out, and I want you to decide which do you think is the best question to ask to collect information or data from people, and why. I want you to have a think about what we've learned so far. I'll read them out for you. 1. Is your favourite drink Coke? 2. Do you like soft drink? Or 3. What is your favourite drink out of apple juice, Pepsi, Coke, or milk? Let's have a look at the 3 and see if we can help each other to work it out. Now, question 1. Is your favourite drink Coke? How could I answer that? If someone asked me that question, I could answer it either yes or no. Would that give me much information? It might tell me which people did like Coke as their favourite, but there's a lot of other drinks that aren't Coke, so I don't think it's that one. Question 2. Do you like soft drink? Lots of people might answer yes, and some people might answer no. Would that give you information about what people's drink is their favourite? Question 3. What is your favourite drink out of apple juice, Pepsi, Coke, or milk? Would that question give me a good idea about what is people's favourite drinks? Pause the slide and have a think about which you think is the best question. How did you go? Which did you think is the best question to ask? That's right. It's question 3. This is the best question out of 1, 2, and 3 because it will give you answers that you can count and tally. It'll also give the person that you're asking the question a variety of answers to choose from, and it controls how many different responses that people can give. It's what's called a closed or controlled question. Let's try another one. Which do you think is the best question to ask, and why? Question 1. Do you like apples, banana, or pear? Question 2. Which fruit is your favourite out of pear, watermelon, orange, apple, and banana? Or question 3. Do you like fruit? Which one do you think is the best to ask? I wonder. Have a look at the first one. Then compare that to the second one. I'm thinking which one of these questions gives more information. Then the third question. Does this give you a few different choices to make? Or is there only a yes or no answer? Check the next slide and see how you go. That's right. It's question 2. Because it has a wider variety of categories to choose from than the first question, and also it gives you choices to answer, unlike the third question, which can only be answered yes or no. Now it's your turn. Have a go and see if you can come up with an awesome controlled categories question that you would like to ask people to collect some data. It could have any topic you like: foods, transport, music, sports, places, books, and many more. Remember to write the question in your maths book. Now I'm thinking, would this question be a good one? What is your favourite book? Could I ask that in a different way to provide more information for me and also a good amount of choices to choose from without having too many? This will get you prepared for tomorrow's task, where you're going to ask between 6 and 10 family members, or relatives of yours, or friends that you can ring, and you're going to ask them your question.